Hi, my name is Justin and welcome back to the channel. This week, I'm going to be going over some pictures that I took at the North Carolina Museum of Art. There is a 164-acre park located basically right next to the park, and they have art installations, of course, that are put there by the museum so that people can enjoy them. So what I decided to do after visiting the museum, because the museum was having an exhibition on samurai, it was the last day, I visited that first and then decided to take a walk through the park. The park is really nice. It has a lot of places to sit, it has wide open spaces in which they have put different art installations, and you can go around to all of them. A lot of people were out because it was a relatively nice day and they were taking advantage of the weather. Well, I would say maybe not a lot, but there were a number of people about. So what I decided to do was to challenge myself. I was only going to shoot art installations with the 40mm lens and on my Nikon Zf in black and white, and I had to make like some interesting composition out of it. Couldn't just be just straight on, just take a picture of it because it looks nice. I had to try to do something with it. I'm not sure I accomplished that in my pictures, but I tried. This first art installation I approached, I actually thought would look really good in color, but because of my challenge, decided just to do in black and white. I took 2 pictures of it that I thought came out really cool. I edited this picture with the deep color monochrome. I think it's deep tone monochromatic in Lightroom. I added that filter, I guess, to these photos, and I actually thought it came out really well because it brought out the sky better than just the normal monochromatic tones that will come out in the Nikon Zf like natively. So I added that in Lightroom. I think it is a profile on a Nikon Zf, but that's not what I have the black and white profile applied on my Nikon Zf. But I got 2 pictures out of that I thought looked pretty decent. Okay, not the best, but what can you do? Then I came across these 2 bubbles that look like almost like speech bubbles that you would see in like cartoons and things like that, and was trying to figure out like what I was going to do here because there was like literally nothing else but these 2 bubbles. But I decided to go around back of them and then shoot through them to see if I could maybe get someone to walk into frame. And thankfully someone came along not too long after. They came through with their dog, and I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, not I guess the most creative in terms of composition. I mean, there is just a person walking through it, but I thought it looked pretty cool. And honestly, I didn't know what else I could do with this particular art installation. But looking across the field, I did see another art installation to walk towards it. It was basically like these 2 statues, and I actually shot it from the back just because of where the sun was in the sky. Also, I have to mention that all of these were shot middle of the day, so this isn't that golden hour or anything, so the light of course is harsher during that time. So going on instead of shooting from the front where the front of the statues would have been in shadow, I kind of shot from like an angle from the back, and I thought that made it look really good in that deep dark monochromatic filter that I put on. And Lightroom really brings out the sky, and I thought some of the tones in the picture. But I saw another art installation off in the distance, walked over there, had no idea what this is, couldn't begin to tell you, but once again decided to play around with shadow a bit here, and also instead of shooting it with the sun either directly in back of me or directly in front of me, kind of shot it from the sky, so you get kind of the play of the shadows on the art piece itself. Now, I will say that after this, a bird came by and flew over me. All right, so I'm shooting on the DJI Osmo 3 Pro. Unfortunately, it's a 25mm lens, so you can't really see it, but over there's a bird in that tree. And it has been a while since I've shot like life, like wildlife or landscape photography. Most of my stuff has been street. And so I will say I did cheat here. And I did take off the 40mm and put on my Tamron 70-300 and decided to try to get a couple shots of this, I'm not exactly sure what it is, a falcon or a hawk. But you know, I guess some of you out there will be able to let me know. So I walked down the ways and got as close as I could without like disturbing the grass or wildlife or anything like that. And I shot at 300, and this first one here is basically what the picture is without any cropping. And then cropping in a bit is this next one. And remember, this is a 24 megapixel picture coming from this. So I thought, and shooting at the very far end of the range of the Tamron 70-300. So I thought that the quality wouldn't be so good, but actually came out not too bad actually, in terms of quality. So I thought that was great. But I really enjoyed that, and I hope to do some more of that, shooting wildlife and landscape in the coming months. So with the 70-300 on there, I thought I'd take advantage of that and just go ahead and just keep shooting things that I could. So there was this smokestack off in the distance that I thought was really cool, and shot that through the trees. And then looking back, it was those two statues that I shot earlier. I got shot of earlier. I shot from where I was standing at a different angle, but further away, of course. This is the only picture that I did not add that deep, that dark monochrome, or I forget what it's called, but that other filter to. This one I kept as is out of camera. So the picture profile that the camera put on in the black and white mode, I left that as is. This is the only one that I did, but I thought this one came out pretty good. I tried to put like that plant or grass in front, so you have a foreground element, and then you kind of leads you back into those statues, kind of draws the eye into the photo. So I thought that was an okay photo. Probably one of my, I think one of the more interesting compositions I did. Not a perfect photo, but I like it. And last but not least, I decided there was one more that was within like eye shot, and I think there's actually some more, but this one caught my eye. And I tried to come up with some interesting photos for this one, but one, I just kind of shot through the girders. I think that's kind of lazy, but I thought it looked pretty good, especially with the starburst from the sun, or sunburst rather. I mean, sun is a star, but with the sunburst, I like it. So yeah, I kept it. And then next, I kind of got really close to one of the beams and kind of shot straight up, and kind of like having the beam lead the viewer into the picture. And I thought that one was a pretty cool shot. But and this is with the 40mm back on the camera. I put it back on the camera so I can kind of stick to what my challenge, which I really liked wildlife and stuff, so I did switch out, but I did transition back to the 40 for these last two pictures here. So I think that this was a good exercise, and I think I will do more of this in the future. Also limiting myself to one particular limiting myself to one particular focal length is something that I'll be doing more too. I really do like my zooms, the 24-70 and the 70-300, because if you're out, those two lenses, they pretty much capture almost anything. But yeah, pulling on say like a 40 and going out and shooting with that, which is, you know, I've done before. Doing more of that just to kind of keep it fresh and keep it going, so I'm not sitting back going, what do I shoot? So, and that's how I found out my light has an auto shut-off function. I have to look into that. But yeah, so if you liked any of these photos, please comment down in the comment section below. If you have any tips on composition and what do you do when you're looking for good compositions, also let me know down in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. And as always, stay safe.